Aryatītarasīvara Bhagavārisarugayil Arivāirami Paramattuman Arunachala Ramanan Parivalulam Muruganala Haranarnidu Guhayarndu Arivam Vizhithiravai Nisam Arivai Adu Veliyam Annamalai Adiyenai Andandre Aviyudal Kondayanakko Kurayundo என்னேனிவற்றை என்னுயிரே எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்டே உந்தன் கடலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்டே உந்தன் கடலினையில் காதல் பெருக்கே தருவாயே. ஓம் அதிமதுரசாபஹஸ்தாம் அபரிமிதாம் மோதபான சௌபாக்யாம் அருணாம் அதிசய கருணாம் அபிநவ குலசுந்தரீம் வந்தே. ஓம் ஐம் ஹ்ரீம் ஸ்ரீம். Shri Arunachalam. Today we are going to study Shri Arunachala Pancharatnam. As it is suggested, it is really Pancharatnam only. 5 gems actually, Pancharatnam only. See, here Bhagavan is trying to give the essence of Upanishadic knowledge in the first 2 verses. See, when you really understand and contemplate on the first 2 verses, you will get the essence of all Upanishadic knowledge. And then in the 3rd verse, he goes on to give the path of Atma Vichara. Very precise, very crisp. There is nothing more to know than the 3rd verse about Atma Vichara. And then 4th verse, he gives what is the traditional meditational technique, or we can call as Ashtanga Yoga, Raja Yoga, or whatever. So Yoga Sadhana, we can call it like that. And the 5th verse gives the essence of Bhakti Yoga, Sharanagati. It gives the essence of it. So these are the 5 verses. And I tell you, it's most beautiful. And the essence of everything. This is Bhagavan He is very crisp, very straight to the point. Right? So there is a sort of a background behind this Arunachala Pancharatnam also. So even when we were seeing Ekanma Panchakam, we saw once Bhagavan explained this Venba meter. See, each poem is written in a meter. So it's called as Venba meter in Tamil. It's a very famous meter. So whatever we are going to study in Ulladhu Narpadu is all Venba meter only. So he asked Nayana, that is Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni, whether can you compose something in Sanskrit or in Telugu in this Venba meter. In Tamil it is very unique. So he asked him whether you can compose something in Venba meter. And he explained the Lakshana of the Venba meter, it seems. So Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni, he tried it in Sanskrit, it seems, and he said, no, it's very difficult. It is even difficult than Arya Kiti meter. There is another meter called as Arya Kiti in Sanskrit, it seems. He said it is still difficult than that. That is very difficult, but this appears to be more difficult. And then he tried his hands in Telugu language also, it seems, Kavyakanta. But there also, there is no chandas in Telugu equivalent to this, it seems. So he said, no, I am not able to. Then Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni requested Bhagavan, it seems. See, why can't you compose something in Sanskrit, in Arya Kiti meter? That is the most chaste and most beautiful meter, but very difficult in Sanskrit. So he asked Bhagavan, it seems, why can't you do this? Bhagavan said, I am not a Pandita in Sanskrit. I cannot do it. No, Kavyakanta said, you can, Bhagavane, you can. And then he explained what is that Arya Kiti meter. And then after some time, Bhagavan composed Arunapurna Sudhabde, the first verse in Sanskrit. He composed in a beautiful Arya Kiti meter. So sublime, so wonderful. So he just wrote and he kept it with himself. And he also showed it to Nayana, and Nayana was so happy. Bhagavane, it's very difficult. Means you said you do not know Sanskrit, but how come you compose this? Then the matter got over there. Then later, when Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni was composing this Shri Ramana Gita, he wanted Bhagavan to write the Mangala Shlokas for the Ramana Gita. So he remembered the first shloka, that is Arunapurna Sudhabde in Arya Kiti. So in the year 1917, when Nayana or Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni was composing Shri Ramana Gita, he requested Bhagavan, Bhagavane, you have to write another 4 verses giving the essence of Atma Vichara, Yoga, Bhakti, etc. And you should give something so that I can keep it as Mangala Shloka for the Ramana Gita. So then Bhagavan obliged and he wrote in Sanskrit these extra added 4 verses. That is more than 5 verses totally. So that they called as Arunachala Pancharatnam. So it was composed in Sanskrit first. Like Ekanma Panchakam is composed in Telugu first. Here it is composed in Sanskrit first. And then later Bhagavan himself wrote it in Tamil. And I tell you, it is very beautiful. And I enjoy, whenever I chant this, I really enjoy this, because when you chant, you get a total satisfaction of having gone through Upanishad and have gone through Bhagavan's philosophy and the essence of all paths. Within 5 verses, everything is said. And the expressions are so beautiful and chaste. And here, in the first verse, there is a beautiful prayer also. It's actually a prayer only. With the prayer only it starts. So with this small introduction, we will go into Arunachala Pancharatnam. அருள் நிறைவான அமுதக்கடலே விரிகதிரால் யாவும் விழுங்கும் அருண கிரி பரமான்மாவே கிளருளப்பூ நன்றாய் விரிபருதியாக விளங்கு அருள் நிறைவான அமுதக்கடலே விரிகதிரால் யாவும் விழுங்கும் அருண கிரி பரமான்மாவே கிளருளப்பூ நன்றாய் விரிபருதியாக விளங்கு. Here in the first words, Bhagavan is addressing Arunachala as Arunagiri Paramanmave. So, straight away he indicates that this Arunagiri, which is in the world outside, is nothing but the Paramanma. In Advaita Vedanta Shastra, Paramanmane sonale, it is Swarupam only. So he is indicating here that this Arunagiri is nothing but Swaswarupam, Paramanma Swarupam. So he is addressing Arunachala as Arunagiri Paramanmave. So you are not just a hill, rocky hill, you are Paramanma only. Arunagiri Paramanmave he is addressing, and then he says Arul Niraivana Amudakkadale. Arul means, I told you na, grace. Arul Niraivana, Puranamana grace, means full of grace. Arul Nani Surandangu Arviyai Perugum Arunama Malayanum Anbe. In Padigam, Bhagavan says. Here in Arunachala he says Arviyai Perugum Anbe Arul. Arul Nani Surandu. Surandu means it swells, and then Arviyai Perugum. Arvi means the water falls, we say, na? Like that this is flowing like a falls. Arviyai Perugum. Here in Arunachala Kshetra. Arunama Malayanum Anbe he calls there. So Arul Niraivana Amudakkadale, ocean of bliss, ocean of immortality. Amudakkadale. See, Amudam means it is Amritam, has become Amudam. Mritam means to die. Amritam means where there is no death. So here he is referring to Arunachala as Amudakkadale. So he is like a ocean. Ocean means what? Infinite. Ocean. Amudakkadale means what? He is without any death. Amudam. He is the imperishable, infinite. So what is Arunachala? He is nothing but full of grace. What is the meaning of grace? Grace means without any reason. That is grace. Karana karyam illada, without any cause or effect. It is just the expression of the Lord. Grace. But Bhagavan says, when you turn within, there you experience the grace. So, O Arunachala, you are nothing but full of grace. That is what we need, na? Grace is what we need. Arul, Tiru Arul in Tamil said. That is what we need. See, we all know ourselves now. We know how imperfect we are. Sometimes or most of the time we are with a lot of negativities. And there is no proper discrimination or dispassion. So, with this kind of personality, if we strive to seek the highest, is it not ridiculous? But why do we seek? With the faith that Arunachala is full of grace. He will excuse us, He will forgive us, He will not see all these faults. He will just shower His grace because He is my father, He is my mother. So He will uplift me, He will take me into His fold. So that is the faith we have got. So we all are seeking only the grace because we know ourselves better. We don't deserve it, but still He is Karunamurti. That is why we always seek grace. See, even in Vyavahara, when you write exams, if there is a weak student, the teacher, she puts grace mark. Na. If we are secured, let us say 32, 33, let us say, let it be a boost for him, let it be encouragement for him. Extra 2 marks teacher puts here and there some half a mark, something, and say 35. So there's this 35 only pass mark. So he is happy, I have passed. If he has failed within 1 or 2 marks, you would have become heartbroken. And you would lose interest also. So the teacher is very gracious. She knows the psychology of the student. See, some students, in spite of their best efforts, sometimes they don't remember, all those things. But there are others who are intelligent, but they don't want to study. For them, the teacher will be very strict. You can study, but you are not. You are lazy. But those who strive hard, but unable to, then the teacher is very gracious. And our government is so gracious. Till 10th standard, everybody is pass. Pass, pass, pass. And when he goes to college, he knows nothing. You don't imagine, even they do not know how to read a sentence. From UP and all people are there, they don't know how to read a sentence in English, but they have finished 10th, 12th. I ask them how? Somehow. So, but Arunachala is full of grace. See, if he is a very tough teacher, if he gives marks only for our qualities, for our qualifications, then we get 0. Is that not so? So he is so gracious. Right? So full of grace. Arul Niraivana. And there is no end to His grace. Because now, if we are breathing, because of His grace only. Please understand. See, when we are sleeping and when we are getting up, it is His grace. We don't know whether we will get up or not. So everything is His grace. And a wonderful child is coming out of mother's womb with everything in place. Is it not magic? Is it not His grace? And do we know the science behind making a child? We don't know. Everything is put in proper place with emotion, with thoughts, everything, the child comes out. Is it not a wonder? It is all His grace. Like that, if you see, He is wonderful. Arul Niraivana, Amudakkadal. Why is called Amudakkadal? Everything else is perishing in this world. And He alone is imperishable. See, that is why morning when I was standing in front of Ganesha, I was wondering, oh Ganesha, now we are praying in front of you. We are here today. Tomorrow we may not be there, including this Acharya. We may go. Somebody else will come and stand in front of you and pray. So like that, people will come and go. But you are here. You are going to be here, blessing everybody. You understand? And then another thought also came to me. Even this ashrama temple, maybe let us say, for 1,000 years it is there. For some reason, after so many years, it may also become just like that, faded away. Then also, the self will never perish. The ashram or the temple, this shrine may go away, become Paradanya Mandapam. We don't know. See, in time everything is destroyed. No doubt about that. But still, the self is not destroyed. So, that is the only thing which is imperishable, immortal. So, Arul Niraivana, Amudakkadale, Why Kadal? Because he is infinite. Anantam, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Yesterday he was chanting. It is not a chant, actually, it is Upanishad statement. And Adi Shankara writes pages and pages of commentary for it. You know, if you go and see there, my God, Adi Shankara writes pages and pages and pages only for that one line. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. My God. So such a wonderful statement. So it is Anantam. Ella illada means what? There is nothing to restrict it, limit it. So that is Arul Niraivana Amudak Kadale. Viri Kadiral Yavum Virungum. With your ray of knowledge, Viri Kadiral, which is wide, Viri, which is all pervading. With that, Viri Kadiral Yavum Virungum. Arunagiri Paramanmave. Yavum Virungum means you swallow everything. Like the sun, when it appears in the sky, all the darkness is swallowed. And all the fear associated with the darkness also is gone. So similarly, when the sun rises in the heart, the Jnana Suryan, when he shines in the heart, everything else is swallowed. Meaning what? I told you, because of the Chit Jada Granthi, there is something called as I thought, Ahankara Vritti. And from the Ahankara comes all the other thoughts. Only through thoughts we perceive the world and the worldly experiences. When the I thought is gone, all the thoughts are gone. And there is no perception of world or anything of that sort. There is only Shivoham, Shivoham. Only the pure consciousness. So, he is the one who swallows everything. Viri Kadiral, Yavum Virungum. Neha Nanasti Kincha, not even a bit is left behind. Everything is totally swallowed. See, that is what it is said. When Lord Shiva opens his third eye, everything is burnt down. Meaning what? Third eye means what? Harivam Vidi Tiravai, Nisam Arivai, Adu Veliyam. That is the eye of knowledge. When that is opened, everything is burnt. Means what? There is nothing. Because all this is just the projection of the mind. When the mind is inquired and understood to be nothing, all this is nothing. So that is the meaning of Shiva opening his third eye. And we all do have third eye also. Meaning what? When we open the inner eye, the third eye, that is the knowledge, then there is no world with names and forms. There is no I. And even the thought of God, he is none other than the self only. See? So, Viri Kadiral. Kadir means with his rays. See, he is equated to sun here. So, with his rays, which is widespread, which is spread everywhere, Viri Kadiral, Yavum Virungum. He swallows everything. Arunagiri Paramanmave. Oh Paramanmave. I have got a prayer. What is the prayer? Kidar Ulappu Nandrai Viri Parudiyaha Vilangu. Aha. What a prayer. Kidar Ulappu. This Ulappu means this heart, which is compared to Pu, a flower. Let us say lotus. Kidar Ulappu. This heart, because of the satsanga and because of all the satvasanas, it is already kidar. Kidar means what? It is already about to open. But Kidar Ulappu Nandrai Viri Parudiyaha Vilangu. Now, with your grace, you make this heart lotus to blossom fully. Unude Viri Kadiral, with your grace, here the Kadir means grace, with your grace, O Lord, O Arunagiri Paramanmave, who is shining in the heart, as Swarupam, with your grace, Kidar Ulappu, this lotus, the heart is already trying to open. I am striving. Now with your grace, Nandrai Viri Parudiyaha Vilangu. So let it blossom fully. See, what is the blossoming of the heart? Chitchada Granthi Bheda is called as blossoming of the heart. See, when we identify with the body and we live like a jiva, it is a miserable living. So his heart is as if shrunken. Dikumbi poirk. With his grace, when it opens up, meaning what? When the Chitchada Granthi gets cut asunder, then fully it is blossomed. Meaning what? There is only Chidakasham. That is only Chidananda Srupaha Shivoham Shivoham. So, for that he is praying now. Kidar Ulappu Nandrai Viri Parudiyaha Vilangu. Parudi means Suryan, the sun. Jnana Suryan, sun of knowledge. Viri Parudiyaha Vilangu. Let you shine in my heart as that sun, as the Swarupa, the sun of knowledge, so that this lotus heart blossoms. See, this is what we have kept as motto for Atma Vidya Mandir. Actually, we have got a what they call Ilakshana, emblem, yeah, whatever, yeah, emblem only. The motto what we have got is Kidar Ulappu Nandrai Viri Parudiyaha Vilangu. O Arunachala, let thou be the sun for my lotus heart to bloom. Let thou be the sun for my lotus heart to bloom. So this is the prayer. Sometimes I think when you chant this first shloka again and again and again with real sincere heart, that itself is enough. Why that itself enough? Because when you pray sincerely, Bhagavan will answer your prayers. What is the prayer? O Arunachala, let you be the sun for my heart lotus to blossom. Again and again if you pray, yes it will. Because when you remember him, that happens. Sincerely when you pray unto him like this, it happens. So when I was in Mauna, when I was going around the hill, I used to chant this again and again, looking at Arunachala. Kidar Ulappu Nandrai Viri Parudiyaha Vilangu O Arunachala. And you know what chaste language he has used? Beautiful. Kidar Ulappu. Ulappu is a very chaste language. Ulappu. Nandrai Viri. Parudi. Parudi is a very chaste expression of Lord Sun. Parudiyaha Vilangu. Vilangu means let you be. Vilangu, let you be the sun in whose presence the lotus heart blossom. So here it is said who is Arunachala in the first line. Arudirivana Amudakadal. He is full of grace and he is the one imperishable truth behind all the perishing things. That is why he is called as ocean, because he is infinite. Amudakadale. And what he does, when he shines in the heart, everything else is swallowed. Everything else is destroyed, meaning only he alone shines. No plurality, no duality, only that non-dual self. Vidikadiral yavum vilungum. And he is a Paramanma. Arunagiri Paramanma ve. Kidar Ulappu Nandrai Viri Parudiyaha Vilangu. O Arunachala, let my lotus heart blossom with your grace in your presence. That is my prayer again and again. Because that can only really help me to go beyond this transmigration of death and rebirth and again being born. Swami, everything is wonderful now. What is wrong in being born again and again? It's nice, na? You can enjoy more, na? Only Aviveki, a man of no discrimination, will talk like this. If you are with discrimination, you will know this samsara is nothing but dukkhalayam, ashashvatam. Dukkhalayam means what? So much of sorrow. The real sorrow is, you know what? Abhimanam. Our attachment to the world is the real sorrow. Naan enadungiradhu real sorrow. And then comes the mupu pini shakad, the old age, the disease and death. Now old age comes not in the age of 60, 70, it comes in 40. I mean, they say, every disease comes. Old age, disease, death. So this is horrible. And we suffer only here. And ashashvatam. We always strive to have something which is shashvatam in our life, which is permanent, giving always joy. But alas, we don't find anything shashvatam. It is eluding. When a mother gives birth to a child, she's so happy. I got a child, I got a son. Oh, this son is going to be with me and he's going to take care of me, blah, 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 blah. And slowly when he grows, the mother understands he has got his own life, he has got his own mind. And then she comes to terms. Okay, this is how it is. See, everything is asashvatam. Nothing can remain. Death takes away everything. Death of our near and dear or death of this body takes away everything. So everything is asashvatam. So what is shashvatam? It is only the Lord, the Self. That alone is shashvatam. And that alone is Ananda Swarupam. That alone is bliss. And there alone you will really experience peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That Shanti is experienced only there. That is why the prayer is, let my heart lotus blossom. Let the Chichada Granthi go. And let me abide in your pure, in your true self, in your Swarupam, so that I remain blissful always. So this is the first shloka. We will chant again. Arul Niraivana Amudakkadale Virikadiral Yavum Vilungum Aruna Giriparamanmave Kilarulappunandrai Viriparudiyaga Vilangu. Now the second verse gives the Tatastha Lakshanam, meaning with reference to the world, the truth is indicated. See, there are two kinds of Swarupa. One is two types of Lakshanas. One is Swarupa Lakshanam, another is Tatastha Lakshanam. Swarupa Lakshanam means indicating truth as it is. Like you are Arul Niraivana Amudakkadal. That's it. Here, Tatastha Lakshana means you indicate something is known, which is known, and then you take the attention to the unknown. So, with reference to the world, then you indicate what is truth. So, this is another way of expressing the truth. So, the second verse. Sittirama vihudellam Semmalaye ninpale Uttidamai Ninre odungidumal Nittiyamum Nanenridayam Naditiduvayalun pe Tanidayam Yendriduvardam சித்திரமாமிகுதெல்லாம் செம்மலையே நின்பாலே உத்திதமாய். It is not யுத்திதமாய், உத்திதமாய். உத்திதமாய் நின்றே ஒடுங்கிடுமால் நித்தியமும் நானென்றிதயம் நடித்திடுவையாலுன் பே தானிதயம் என்றிடுவர்தாம். Here Bhagavan is referring to Arunachala as Semmalaye. Semmalai means what? Which shines in red in color. See, those days if you see the old photographs of Arunachala, not this much greenery. Actually, it used to be sort of a red hill. And this red, it indicates always some sort of illumination. That is pure consciousness or something like that. So this Semmalai is a name given to Arunachala. So here, Sittiramam Ihudellam. Ihudellam means all this. Ihudu means all this. Meaning what? The world of names and forms. The Jagat. Gurudev Swami Chinmayanji used to say, Jaga 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 Jagat. Which shines as, very tempting. So, all this, the names and forms, Sittirama means it's like a painting. Sittiram, Vichittiram. Vichittiram means what? Nanavidam. It's not Orvidam. Nanavidam means what? It is varied. It's varied. That is the beauty. Everything is not same. Everything is different. And that is beautiful. So, Chittiram, Vichittiram. So, all this, which is very Vichitram, like a painting, all this world of names and forms, Chittiramam Igudallam, Semmalaye, O Arunachala, Ninpale Uttidamai. Ninpale means in you. Ninpale means in you, Uttidamai rises. Yes, all this world of names and forms rises in you. Uttidamai. Ninre, it remains in you. Udungidumal, it goes back into you. You are the Adhishthanam or the substratum in which everything rises, everything remains, and everything goes back. Like the screen in the cinema theater. The scenes appear in the screen. It remains for some time and it just goes, but the screen remains. The screen is Satyam. The scenes appear and disappear. Similarly, in the canvas of the self or the Arunachala or the Paramatma, the world rises, the world remains, and then the world goes back. But he is ever present. Nityamum. He is ever present. When the world is dancing in him, nothing happens to him. He is not touched by it. When everything goes away, nothing happens to him. He is pure, shining as his own self. So here there is a twist. He says, first he addresses Arunachala, Semmalaye, he addresses Arunachala, and then he refers him as Paramatmanna. So he says, in you, Chittiramamikudellam, all this world of names and forms, Uttidamai Ninre Odingidumal, rises in you, stays in you, and goes back in you. And where are you? Nityamum Nan Endru Idayam Nadithiduvayal. And you shine in the heart as I. Nan endru, as I, Hridayam nadithiduvayal. You shine in the heart as I. What is the heart? Spiritual heart. Bhagavan says about spiritual heart, it is not a physical heart, blood pumping heart. Spiritual heart, Hridayam, he says. That is on the right, he says. The ordinary heart towards left, tilted towards left, but it's little right, he says. That is Hridayam, he calls, where everything rises, all the thoughts, and all the thoughts subside. There is a sthanam, he says, that is Hridaya sthanam. So, how beautifully he has brought it. See, first he is addressing to Arunachala only. Earlier he mentioned that he is Paramatma. Therefore, what he is saying, you are the substratum in which the world of names and forms rises, stays and goes back. And then he says, you, where are you? You are shining in the heart as I. Nityamum, always. Nan endru idayam nadithiduvayal. Nan endru means I. Like that, idayam, in my heart, nadithiduvayal means what? You are dancing in my heart as I. Dancing means what? Shining. See, it's poetic. As I. Since you are shining in my heart as I, and from there everything rises, everything subsides, that is called as Hridayam. Hridayam means Hrid Ayam. Ayam means this. Hrid means center. Since everything is rising in that and subsiding in it, it is called as the center of everything. Hridayam. That's why he says, Nadithiduvayal unper dhan idayam endriduvardam. Unper, so your name is Hridayam endriduvardam. Your name is Hridayam. So the real name of Bhagavan is Hridayam. Why Hridayam? Hrid means the center. Ayam means this is the center of everything. Aduve talam, Arunachalam, talam yavilum adhikam, adu bhumi nidayam. Is on? Aduve sivanidaya, padiyamuru marumattalam, padiyamavanadile, vadivan, Oli malaya nidam Arunachalamenave. So, aduve bhumi nidayam sollaranga. So, here he says, and you shine as I in the heart, and in you everything rises and subsides. Everything means what? All the thoughts, therefore all the worldly experiences, everything. See, our problem is we consider world to be solidly real there, and we are born in one particular time, and we may go, but the world continues. This is what we think. But Bhagavan or the scriptures say, when the I rises, everything rises. When I goes, everything goes. My God, yes. Therefore, Maye vasakalam jhatam, Mayi sarvam pratishtitam, Mayi sarvam layam yati. So, Kaivalya Upanishad says, in me everything rises, in me everything remains, in me everything goes back. What is me? The Swarupam, not the body mind. It is beyond the body mind, the Swarupam. So here, beautifully, he addresses Arunachala. Since he is Paramatman, the whole world rises in you, subsides in you, and where are you? You are in my heart, shining as I. Since everything rises and subsides in you, you are the center of everything. That is why you are called as Hridayam. So, when the jiva is in deep sleep, what is his experience? That is what we have to analyze. His experience is, he knows nothing. Why? Because there is no mind. There is not even a knower. There is nothing known. Unfortunately, for some reason, even though his true self is present, he is unaware. That is called as ignorance. And ignorance is bliss. So he is very happy in sleep. when he wakes up, either in the dream or in the waking state, what happens? The mind rises. Then there is the experiencer, and then there is the experienced called as the world. So only when the mind rises, there is experiencer and experienced. So the experienced, what we call as world, is nothing but mind. Because only with the mind it comes, with mind it goes. What is mind? Mind is nothing but thought. So what is this world? Nothing but thought. So thought rises, you see a beautiful world. Thought goes, there is no world. But this is very difficult to digest, very hard to digest. It's not possible to digest. There will be n number of questions. But if you dive deeply, if you contemplate very intensely, this is the truth. How? We don't know how. And what about the world? We don't know. It's all mysterious. What about the history, geography, this, that? We don't know. But this is the truth. Without the Atma Chaitanyam, the senses cannot perceive anything. Or the mind cannot function. Therefore, everything is within. With the rise of the I thought, everything rises. This is the core of Bhagavan's philosophy. And that is the philosophy of Mandukya Karika also, of all the Upanishads also. So this is the difference. We all believe that the world is running. We don't question when it all came, we don't know. Then the scientists will say Big Bang theory, these, that, all nonsense. I don't know how they come across all those theories. They say it's theory only. Thank God. So they give so much of, we have experimented, we have got data, blah, blah, blah. All the data they change every 10 years. What data? So the world continues, and we are born in particular point of time, and then we go. But the world, this is what we think. This is what is the traditional thought. This is called as Srishti Drishti Vadam. There is Srishti already, the creation already, and you come in between and you see Drishti. But actually it is Drishti Srishti, meaning you come, you arise, therefore you see a world. How wonderful. It's unbelievable. Mandukya Karika talks about this. I rises, therefore you see a world. Because of the seer, there is seen. And there is no seer, there is nothing called a seen.
So the world is manifestation of the self.
Yeah, it's not even self. The mind. Mind arises because of wrong identification with the body. What is body? Body is in the mind. It all happens simultaneously. Chuck, it happens. So don't worry which came first, this or that. So, because of the ajnana, whatever is called as, so the I thought rises and then the world of names and forms. Right? So, everything rises in me and everything subsides in me. I am the substratum of everything. If this stand if you take, you need not worry about Brahma Tattvam, the universe, the consciousness behind the universe and all. Because the universe is now compressed into mind. Mind is compressed into I thought. And I thought when you inquire is nothing. You inquire is nothing. Like when you break the mirror, it is not that the image of the mirror face goes back to the face. That's it. There is no image. There is only face. So, when the mind subsides, there is nothing called as ego. Finished. What remains is the self. The question of the mind going back to this all is only chumma way of expressing. When the delusion is gone, the ghost is gone. Now the ghost has gone back into the post, if you say. Whether the ghost has come from the whether the ghost has come from the post or what. There was never a ghost. That is the idea. You see a ghost because you are in delusion. So, it is not that the I thought merges or subsides. There is no I thought. I thought it's only a myth. It's only a figment of your imagination. That's it. When the mind subsides, there is no I, there is nothing. There is only the self. So, Nityamum Nanin Hridayam Nadittiduvayal. Since you are shining as I in the heart, your true name is Hridayam. Tan Idayam Endiduvardam. So, the great masters, they call you by Hridayam only. Tam Idayam Endiduvardam. So, the real symbol of Bhagavan is Om Pranava, and you can say even Hridayam, because that is the center of the universe. Everything rises in it, everything goes back in it. Now, so here the world is indicated first. World rises, world subsides. And where it rises, where it subsides, where? Then in the Paramatma. Where is that Paramatma? He is shining as I in the heart. So this is Tadastha Lakshana. So we know only the world, na? So first world is indicated. Whatever is known is indicated. And then our attention is taken to the unknown. What is unknown? Where this world rises and shines and then goes back. Where? That is Paramatma. And that Paramatma is shining as I in the heart. So when you realize that I, you are realizing the Paramatma, and then you experience that everything appears in you and disappears in you, and it cannot touch you. Nothing can touch you. And in fact, that is only the self, that is nothing else.
Sleep is the big sakshi.
But sleep, we don't know anything. Somehow there is a maraip, there is a wheel. In sleep, Atma, now also Atma is there. What is the use? Now also Atma is there. But what is the use? See, I tell you one thing. Electricity is there. The electrical connection is given here. Let us say there is no proper charger. Let us say there is no proper charger. Can you charge your phone? See, you have got electricity and you have got a plug point and everything, you see it. You are very worried. The battery charge is going down, 5%, 4%. See, when it goes down, your heart goes down. Somehow you are very desperate. Somehow I want to. But unfortunately, you don't have the right plug, charger. So, even though the electricity is available, what is the use? So now also you are Atma, the self only. It is available within you. But what is the use if you do not know how to plug in? What is the use? The infinite power is there within you, but are we feeling it? The infinite bliss is there within us. Are we feeling it? Only when you plug in. That plugging is dhyana or atma vichara or samadhi abhyas. So even the deep sleep, yes, you are there always. Who denies? But somehow there is a wheel, nothing is known. And here in the waking state, not only there is wheel, something else is projected beautifully. And you get confused and you get enchanted by your own projection and you fall in love with it and you get attached to it. Our Acharya gives the beautiful formula. First you create, you get attached and you suffer. You create and you get attached yourself and you suffer. Is that not so? With respect to our children also, we create and we get so attached and we suffer. Till the end we suffer. And we say, you know, that is such a wonderful suffering. Who can help us? If you say the suffering is wonderful, then nobody can help you. Sumaida Swamiji, இது சுகமான சுமை. அப்போ நல்லா சுமந்துட்டே இருக்கு கடைசி வரைக்கும். But don't complain, don't come and complain. If you say it is சுகமான சுமை, don't come and complain, don't cry. So therefore, there is no point when you say, yes, it is there always. But what is the use? So only when you know how to plug in, it makes some sense. So how to plug in? How to plug in? That is what we are going to see now. Bhagavan gives 3 ways of plugging in. the Paramatma or the source, into the source of everything. So first he gives path of Atma Vichara, his core teaching. Every time he emphasizes, he emphasizes only that. Brahmastram. He emphasizes only that. And second, Pona Pogudana, he talks about Yoga Margam also. Pona Pogudana means, okay, Paravalla. He gives Yoga Margam also. And then he gives Bhakti Margam. See, Bhagavan believes in it, please understand. And Yoga Margam also, of course, Bhagavan, why should he not believe? Means, it is for different set of people. That's what he feels, or the great masters say. Okay, so the third verse. Atma Vicharam. What is Atma Vicharam? Ahamuhamaranda Amalamadi Tannal Ahamidudan Yengelum Yendrainde Ahavuruvai Nangarindu Munnir Nadi Polum Moyume Unkan Arunachalane O Ahamuhamaranda Amalamadi Tannal Ahamidudan Yengelum Yendrainde Ahavuruvai Nangarindu Munnir Nadi Polum Moyume Unkan Arunachalane O. The first and foremost prerequisite for Atma Vichara is Ahamuhamar. Ahamuham, meaning your attention should be turned within. Bahirmukha means always turned out. See, in one Upanishad it comes, the Lord has created us, Bahirmukham. Always the senses turned outward. So, nobody can complain because Lord himself has created senses facing out. But he himself gives the Upadesha that it has to be turned within. So all Shastras say the same thing. Ahamuham, ahamuhappadu, appudude anandamundam. You enjoy bliss instantly. See what Bhagavan says, He says, when the mind rests peacefully in the heart, Hridayam, that is bliss, that is Anandam. When the mind just comes out from the Hridaya Sthanam, that is Dukkha, he says. So now, Ahamuham. So leaving aside all the thoughts, all the distracting thoughts, by asking, who am I? See, this question is asked only to leave all the thoughts aside. All the whatever the thoughts may be. However wonderful, however vulgar, whatever it may be. If you just don't give any value to any of the thoughts, that itself is called as Ahamuham. That itself is turning within or turning towards yourself. So the thoughts are only making you Bahirmukha. So when you don't give any value to any of the thought, that itself is called as Ahamuham. See, I am not telling anything out of my hat. Whatever Muruganatha Swami is talking, whatever Bhagavan is expressing only, I am talking. Please understand. See, Bhagavan, apart from writing all these things, there is day by day with Bhagavan, and Bhagavan has answered lot many questions of the devotees. It's all compiled, authentic. And Muruganatha Swami has written so much of things about Bhagavan's Upadesha and all. So whatever these great masters have said, that's only I am sharing with you. So Murugan Swami again and again says ahamuha means it is not giving any value to any thought and not entertaining any thought. That is ahamuha. Or ahamuha means not like this. Not that. People think ahamuha means turned within means what? Something. Adallam kadayadu. That is ahamuham. Or means sharp. How the mind becomes sharp? The antakarana becomes sharp. Ekagrata. By practice. By training. That is concentration. They say now. That japa and dhyana you do, you develop that ekagrata chittam. So ahamuhamaranda amalamadi tannal. And that is not enough. Amalamadi tannal. Amalamadi means, malam means what? Dirt. Amalam means what? Pure. Amalam. Pure mind means what? The mind that is filled with sattva. See, generally, we have a lot of tamas and rajas within us. You know what is tamas? Tamas means that dull state. That lazy state, 6:30 is, Ganesha Mandir. Okay, what is there? Daily same Ganesha, same Arati. You'll go to class by 6:45, 6:50. Anyway, Swami is starting only at 6:55 now. He finishes all his chanting, no regular chanting. Every day the same chanting. We will go by 6:55. We are all intellectuals, we are all, above all. We don't need all those things. We will go sharp by 6:55. So, this is not smart. This is actually lazy feeling. Because when we get up also, we don't want to get up. No, 10 minutes please. See, I don't know who has discovered this thing called snooze in the alarm. I don't know. See, they themselves encourage you to put it off and sleep again. And how many times it snoozes, we don't know. Once, twice, thrice. And we go back. And then we get up. Today should we go for class? Why can't we sit here and meditate? And why can't we just sleep and meditate today? We will try this new way of meditation. And Paramatma is everywhere. He is in my blanket also. So, Kandam irumbu bol, kavarndena vidadu, kalandenod iruppai Arunachala. With the blanket on, I am meditating inside. Please go and tell Swami that I am meditating on my bed under the blanket. So much of tamas is there actually. Or rajas. For some people, rajas, activity. They get up at 4 o'clock, they go here, they go there, they pluck the flowers and they chant mantra, 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 mantra. And they disturb everybody and they are disturbed. And they loudly chant something. I hear morning something loud chanting in my room. I don't know who is chanting. Maybe Lord himself is chanting. I don't know. They are very they have got a strict routine. Morning 6:30, 5:30, get up and brush your breath and sit for this thing and then do this, then do that, then do that and study scriptures and then meditate and then go there, do this, do that. I tell you that will not work. That will not work. Why? See, this rigid sort of compartmentalization of life and sticking to something unrigidly like a erma maadu maadhiri ore the thiruppi senjittu. I don't know, it is my personal opinion. I may be wrong also. So much of rajas, power activity into something. The sadhana is also another activity. I will do so much of sadhana every day. So 18 chapters of Gita I will chant. If possible, whole of Bhagavatam, Narayanam I will chant. I will chant this, I will chant that. I will do japa also. Om bus. 16 malas I will chant, everything. So I have done so much of sadhana today. I don't know why God is not blessing so much of rajas. Either so much of tamas or so much of rajas. Both will not help. Sattva means what? Nidhanam. Every day get up and do your things. If for some reason something is not happening, don't too much worry about it. Very inspired, you sit. Not inspired, do something else like chant, whatever, and balanced. See, and alert. This is very important for Atma Vichara or for Dhyana. Alert. If you are not alert in your day-to-day living, you cannot be alert in the seat of meditation. Most of the time we are not alert. Very, loose. It is not loose here. We are totally loose. Some people are loose here, but we are totally loose everywhere. பார்த்துப்போம் எல்லாத்தையும். இப்போ என்ன பெரிய விஷயம், சாமி தான் பேசிகிட்டே இருக்க போகிற 45 நாளும் திருப்பி அதே ஆத்ம விசாரம். வாட் எல்ஸ் இஸ் கோயிங் டு ஸ்பீக்? இன்றைக்கெல்லாம் நாளை கேட்டுப்போம். வி வில் கேட்ச் அப், டோன்ட் வரி. தே ஆர் ஞானிஸ். ஆக்சுவலி தே ஆர் ஞானிஸ். So, this tamas or this rajas. Sattva means being alert and being balanced, attentive. This is all sattva. So, the mind should be awake, should be alert, and should be quiet. This is a very rare combination. Sometimes the mind is awake, but it is so agitated. It's not quiet. Sometimes it is not alert. We don't know when it dozes off. See, that is why, I tell you, this sadhana or the spiritual living is not as we think. The sattva to develop, what type of food we eat, when we go to bed, when we get up, and what sort of lifestyle we lead, is all very important. See, you cannot just lead any lifestyle and then sit for meditation and then know the truth. No, it will never happen. For the sattva, you should have the proper lifestyle. That was called moderation, middle path. Buddha teaches middle path. Not too tight, not too loose, just right. So the middle path means what? Food, sleep, work, entertainment, everything in a balanced way. I got no entertainment, nothing. I will not laugh. I have become a sannyasi. From now onwards, I will not smile. I will not laugh. Why? I am a serious seeker now. Thank God. I didn't come under the influence of such masters. Thank God. Our masters were very kind, very gracious, very human. Including Bhagwan, very human. So, we should not become very tight or very loose. Right, that is very important, moderation. So, how much we work, how much we relax, everything matters. Till Monday to Friday, work hard. Saturday, Sunday, play hard. In Western world, this is the idea. Monday to Friday, work hard. Hard means what? 20 hours. They don't work 20 hours. We only work 20 hours. They only work 8 hours. Then they just push off. But somehow, it's a very strange thing. They cannot be caught till on the weekdays. They say, we are busy. Nobody even picks up the phone. If I have to talk somebody to in US, they don't answer my calls till Friday. Only Saturday, Sunday you can talk. And Saturday, Sunday they have got other things. Ayyo, Rama, another some birthday party, going here, going there, taking the children to this, that. So what? Meaning, our life is very peculiar. So that will not work. Our lifestyle is very important. Monday to Friday I play hard and work hard. And then Friday evening or 3 o'clock and they gone. Today where shall we go? Which pub we will go? Which movie we will go? And Friday means you have to sleep only at 2 o'clock in the morning. That is Saturday morning. And then Saturday you have to get up only at 11 o'clock in the morning or 11, 12, 1, we don't know. And Saturday night also enjoy. And Sunday you become dead, hangover. The whole of Sunday evening nobody is seen out. Why? Hangover. They are hanging themselves. What is this life? This is the life. Why you are yearning? Only for enjoying. Like that, if you have an attitude and if you live, you can live that kind of life. Sorry, spiritual life is not for you. Bhuktaye natu muktaye. That is for enjoyment, but not for spiritual realization. There are people who get up every day at 4 o'clock and do their sadhana quietly without advertisement. They don't disturb anybody. They are very beautiful people. You don't even know that they are doing something. They are very quiet, composed, very clear in their mind, very pure in their heart, very compassionate, kind. Such people are balanced people. Sattvam. This sattvam is very important. Please understand, please remember, this sattvam is very important. Without sattvam, the spiritual sadhana is very hard actually. And for some people, they get into spiritual hysteria. Hysteria, suddenly they get spiritual hysteria. I am going to meditate and realize God. So continuously for 1 week, 2 weeks, they go on doing something. And then everything is dropped. And for 1 year, nothing. So that also will not help. So consistently, beautifully, it should go on. So amala maditanal is that important. Amala means pure. What is purity? Purity means not much of rajas and tamas, more of sattva. That is purity. Please understand. See, the signature of tamas is ignorance. I don't know. Is it happening? Is it happening? I don't know. That is tamas. Tamas, I don't know. That is deep sleep state. Rajas means rajasasya phalam dukkham. Suffering. Always miserable. That is rajasic tendency. Sattva means what you know? Sattva means prashantam. And jnanam is this signature. The clarity. That is the signature of sattva. And peace. If you don't have peace at heart, how can you sit for meditation? How can you do Atma Vicharam? It is impossible. First you should come to terms with life. You should make peace with everybody around and peace with yourself. If you don't have peace, how can you sit? How can you make peace with the world? There is the Lord who is taking care of everything. He will take care. How can you make peace with yourself? This ahankara is false. There is nothing to worry about it. And then you sit quietly, peacefully. So you have negated the world saying the Lord who has created will take care. And about myself, this ego is false. Anyway, it is not truth. Adi vaangna, adi vaangatom. Nalladhu venu adukku. If it is getting hit, let it get hit. That is good for the ego. Let it suffer. It has to go. So then sit peacefully. So amala maditannal is very important. And then only starts the Atma Vicharam. Without these two conditions, if you sit for Atma Vicharam, nothing happens. What is that? Ahamuham. Meaning we should become inward, antarmukham. And then amala means what? Pure, meaning sattvam. So more and more sattva. See, all our religious practices are to create this sattvam only. Get up early in the morning, take bath. Why? You feel fresh. And eat only sattvic food. Why? That is sattvam. Go to bed early. Our grandfathers, grandmothers, they were leading a beautiful life. They go to bed by 9:30. Even before 7:30, 8 they go to bed. And they get up at 4:30. So that is how the system works. But we abuse our system. And those days there was not much of distraction. Oh my God, see, the television came. The distraction started. But now television is nothing. Nobody is watching television. Everybody is watching smart TV. Because in the smart TV you put your YouTube and everything comes there. And then you use Twitter, this, that, Instagram, Snapshot. Some of you, how do you know all these things? Don't ask me. I move with youngsters, I know. So I'm only in WhatsApp, not even in Facebook. But YouTube I watch sometimes. Sometimes means here and there. Because there are wonderful things there. But the thing is, we get lost. Most of the time we get lost. Then how can we practice? This is rajas. And too much indulging in the world with people, networking, See, if you are a seeker, no need for you to network. What for networking? People go on networking. Even sadhus I find, brahmacharis, the missionaries, in the name of missionaries I am. So you go on networking. So people go sending message, you reply, sending message, you reply, you answer. Then when will you sit quiet? Networking. We need to know them also. When I go there, he will help. When I go here, she will help. Blah, 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 blah. When you go on networking, everything is mind. Mind is totally in motion. See, all these things are spiritual, I'm telling you very honestly. Is kind of too much indulging in the world, too much activity in the world. Every day I got 4 or 5 classes. Every day I got 2 3 bhikshas. Every day I do this and that. And what sadhana you do? Eat, sleep. And talk. And talk. That is sadhana I do. I talk. Is that a sadhana? Yes. I talk and talk without any end I talk. So this will not help. Sattvam. So this kind of networking, this kind of, too much of this thing, activity in the world, all these things may help in the world outside. Maybe you may become famous. We have not seen such a Swami, dynamic Swami, young dynamic Swami. What a English he speaks. What a knowledge he have got. My God. He has built up this whole mission, ashram, everything is fine. But you have lost yourself. You have lost yourself. In that bargain, you have lost yourself. Alas, that is what samsaris are also doing. What they are doing? They are building empire. Adani group, this group, they are building empire. You are also building an empire. And you lose yourself. Is that not so? No, we are missionaries. What Vivekananda has said, I want everybody to be realized. Then at the end I will go. I will be waiting in the gate for all the devotees to go. And then at the end I will go. That is my pratham. If they are not going, I will come again and again to trouble them. I don't know how people can talk like that and people can appreciate that. I don't know really. Bhagavan, when he says the world is nothing but mind's projection and you are the self, I don't know how people can talk like that. And people appreciate also. Swami Vivekananda, see how beautifully he has spoken. My God, blah, 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 blah. Now so many people will be very angry with me. What do you think, Swami? You are criticizing even Vivekananda? How dare? What do you think of yourself? See, I am just in a very lighter way now. Don't mistake, I have got great reverence for Swami. And recently we had gone to Belur Math. My God, how inspiring it was. It's all very different. And Vivekananda ji is very different. Very, very different. He is not ordinary. He is something else. He is one of the Sapta Rishis. So he is something else. We cannot compare him. And just in a lighter vein. People who read him, they get into some sort of things, some crazy stuff. So, this is your opinion, that is fine. So, the thing is, the sattva is very important. Without sattva, this Atma Vichara is not possible. So, we have wasted our half an hour only in talking about sattva, right? Now, ahamidudan engelum endrainde. Ahauruvai nangarindu munnir nadibolu moyume unkan arunachalane or. This is actually the core of Atma Vichara. This we will see tomorrow when our minds are very fresh. Okay. Now it is almost 8 o'clock. If I talk about this Atma Vichara, already you are half dead. No, I am very tired. Okay. Tomorrow when the minds are very fresh, we will talk about it. Okay. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So today afternoon we shall see Hastamalakam